For a full copy of today's recipe, check us out on Facebook at Poppy's Cucina, or right here on YouTube under the community tab. So what are we making today? Today we're making these unbelievably delicious and so super easy. We even air fried them. What? That's right, we're making Struffoli. No Christmas would be a Christmas without. Oh, these are incredible and so easy to make. Love them. Love. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make the Struffoli. So in my stand mixer with the hook attachment, you don't need to use a stand mixer. You could totally do this by hand if you'd rather. But if you have one of these, go for it. So in the stand mixer, I added 3 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, the zest of 1 lemon, which is probably about 1.5 tablespoons. And then I added 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. So that's the dry stuff. So next we're going to add our wet. So here I have 4 eggs that are lightly beaten. Then we're going to add half a cup of melted salted butter. If you want to use unsalted, just make sure you throw in half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then lastly, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of a liquor. I'm doing vodka because it's flavorless. But if you want to do like amaretto, limoncello, go for it. But just keep in mind, you're going to taste it. So that's why I use something that's flavorless. So now we're going to mix this just until the dough starts to form. We don't want to overmix it because it's going to make the gluten strands kind of tough. And that's just going to be a chewy Struffoli. We don't want that. So just until the dough starts to combine. Just like that. And now onto a lightly floured surface. We're going to knead it a couple times till we make a nice boule. Just like that. You're going to see it's going to be very pliable, almost like a soft Play-Doh. You don't want it to be too sticky, but you don't want it to be that firm either. So now we're going to wrap this up in some plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge, where we're going to let it rest for about 20 to 30 minutes. That's going to really firm up the butter and make this a lot easier to work with. It's not falling apart on you. All right, so our dough's been resting for a half hour, so we are going to cut this into quarters. Just like that. And now, each of these quarters we're going to roll into a 1/2 inch log. So we're just going to roll it, again, on a lightly floured surface. We don't want it to stick. We're going to roll this out. Easy so far, right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to roll, roll, roll. Just like that. And now we're going to cut them into 1/2 inch pieces. So cute and so delicious. If you've never had these before, they're amazing. And unlike other Struffoli where they're crunchy and hard, these are not. These are soft. They're a little crispy on the outside, but the inside is just soft, pillowy, citrusy, and then cooked in that honey. Yum. Yum. All right, so we're going to keep cutting these. Just like that. You'll see these make a lot. This is only a 1/4 of it. So you're going to have a lot and make a lot of people happy. These make beautiful gifts too. So now you have a couple options on to cook them. You could fry them. So what you want to do is grab a large saute pan, add about 1 inch of oil, heat it up, then pop these in some batches. Don't throw them all in at once. They'll start sticking. And you want to fry them for about 4 to 6 minutes till they become nice golden brown and they poof up and they look delicious. But I'm going to air fry them. So I have my air fryer preheating, and then we're going to add them. So here we have my air fryer that I preheated, and then I sprayed with a little bit of a vegetable spray. Now we're going to add these in a single layer. Try not to let them touch. All right, so we're going to keep adding them. Just like that. I sprayed them with a little vegetable oil as well, and now into the preheated air fryer they're going to go for about 5 minutes at 350. Just give them a shake every 2 minutes or so, and then keep an eye on them. They might take a little bit longer, they might take a little bit less, but you'll know when they're done. You want a nice poofy, nice gold color to them. So into the air fryer they're going to go, and exactly 5 minutes later they're done. Look at that, beautiful golden brown, light as air. Crispy on the outside, so moist and tender on the inside. So if you fried them, they'll definitely come out poofier, more into balls. These came out some more like discs. But so what? They're still delicious. Oh, they're so good and so much easier. And you don't have oil everywhere. All right, so now we're going to cook the rest of them. And just like that, they're all done. Look how many we have. Oh, it's like a treasure trove of Struffoli. Yum! But now we have one more step. So off to the stove we go. So in this large saute pan, I added 1.5 cups of honey, and I brought it up to a simmer. You'll see it simmering when you have these giant bubbles. So we're going to lower the heat a little bit, and now we're going to add our Struffoli right in here. If you're using a smaller saute pan, do this in batches, but since this one's massive, I can fit them all. Look how many there are. Oh, so nice. So now we're just going to let this saute until like a medium heat, and just till they're coated, like a minute, 2 minutes. You don't need to do it for too long. But look at these. Don't these look phenomenal? So good. So good! And then once they're done, we're going to put them on our platter. Super easy, right? Hope you guys believe me when I say that. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait. Just like that, they're all done. And now for the last step, we're going to top them with some nonpareils. Because it's not going to be Struffoli without them. You want these pretty little colors, and they add a little crunch. And they're so cute. You want to have these when they're still a little bit warm so they stick. And that's it. That's how easy it is to make Struffoli. Super easy! Let's try them! Buon appetito! Mmm. They melt in your mouth. These are so good. You've never had Struffoli this tender. They're usually hard, crunchy, to break your teeth. Not these. These are little pillows of heaven, just slathered in honey. The only crunch you get from those nonpareils. Oh my gosh, they're so good. You have to try this recipe. You have to. They're amazing. And if you do, let us know. Thank you so much for watching.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks!
But now who's ready for that drink? I know I am. Alright, so for today's honey limoncello drop, we're going to do the juice of half a lemon, which is probably about an ounce of lemon juice, or 2 tablespoons. To this, we're going to add 1 ounce of limoncello, 2 ounces of vodka, and then we're going to do just about a tablespoon of honey. If you want it sweeter, add more. But we need to add a little sweetness to this, or else it's just going to be just fire. Alright, we're going to give it a good shaky. As we pour, it looks like a lemon drop, but it tastes like one. Time to give it a try. Salute. Oh, that's fabulous. Probably could use a little more honey, but it's so good. It's so tart and refreshing. I love it. So if you try this drink, let us know. If you try those amazing Struffoli, you won't be disappointed. Let us know that too. Keep your suggestions coming. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Love you guys. Cheers.